Thanks to all our subscribers and viewers. We appreciate your great love subscribing, sharing and liking our videos. You are welcome. Title: Be wise around these 6 kinds of people, don't be destroyed before you watch. As you all know, we are committed to bringing to your views great and impactful teachings. We want to implore you to stay patiently so as not to miss out on what this video has to offer. I can't believe how things have turned out for me. I've always thought I was careful, wise even, but now I see how blind I was. It started so subtly. There was this person who I thought was a friend, always around, always supportive. But now, looking back, I see how they manipulated every situation to their advantage. They used my emotions against me, made me feel guilty for things I didn't do, and slowly chipped away at my confidence. And then there were the constant negative comments from another person in my circle. Every time I shared a dream or a goal, they would shoot it down. They'd tell me all the reasons it wouldn't work, how I was wasting my time. I didn't realize how much their negativity was affecting me until I stopped sharing my dreams altogether. Then there was this other friend who seemed so full of themselves. Every conversation was about them, their achievements, their problems. I tried to be a good friend, to listen, but I never felt heard. It was always about them, never about me. I felt drained after every interaction, yet I kept going back, hoping they'd change, hoping they'd finally see me. And the envy. Oh, the envy. There was this person who would always give me backhanded compliments, always downplaying my successes. If I got a promotion, it was because I was lucky. If I achieved something, it was because I had help. I didn't see it at first, but their constant undermining made me doubt myself, made me question my worth. Now, I'm here, realizing how much I need help. I feel so lost, so broken. I can't keep going like this. I need to talk to someone, to get counseling. I need to rebuild my confidence, to find my voice again. I can't let these people have this power over me anymore. I need to heal, to grow, and to surround myself with positivity and genuine support.
Sister Esther, how are you doing? You're looking happy. You used to be very happy and cheerful. What is the matter?
I'm not fine, sir. I am tired of everything.
Everything? How?
I can't believe how things have turned out for me. I've always thought I was careful, wise even, but now I see how blind I was. It started so subtly. There was this person who I thought was a friend, always around, always supportive. But now, looking back, I see how they manipulated every situation to their advantage. They used my emotions against me, made me feel guilty for things I didn't do, and slowly chipped away at my confidence. Then there was this other friend who seemed so full of themselves. Every conversation was about them, their achievements, their problems. I tried to be a good friend, to listen, but I never felt heard. It was always about them, never about me. I felt drained after every interaction, yet I kept going back, hoping they'd change, hoping they'd finally see me.
Now I get it. Stop crying. I will explain a lot of things to you, and you will be able to know how best to treat these sets of people.
Please kindly support us by liking, sharing and subscribing to our channel. Please help me, sir. That is why I am here. Please, I need counsel.
Yes, I will. Just listen attentively.
1. The Manipulators.
Manipulators are individuals who use deceptive tactics to control or influence others for their own gain. They are skilled at exploiting emotional vulnerabilities and often present themselves as charming and well-intentioned, which makes their true motives difficult to detect. These individuals can significantly disrupt your emotional and mental well-being if their tactics are not recognized and countered effectively. Manipulators often resort to emotional blackmail, using guilt, fear, and obligation to control others. They might say things like, "If you really cared about me, you would do this for me," implying that your love or loyalty is conditional on fulfilling their demands. This insidious tactic involves manipulating situations to make you doubt your perceptions in reality. For example, they might deny saying something you clearly remember or twist events to make you question your memory and sanity, leaving you feeling confused and disoriented. Manipulators frequently play on your emotions to make you feel responsible for their happiness or problems. They might say things like, "I guess I'm just not important enough for you," making you feel guilty for not meeting their expectations. Manipulators often portray themselves as victims to elicit sympathy and to avoid responsibility for their actions. This tactic can make it difficult to confront their behavior, as you might feel sorry for them or doubt your judgment.
Wow. You are perfectly right. But how can I handle manipulators?
Establish clear boundaries and communicate them assertively. Define what behavior is acceptable and what is not, and stick to these boundaries firmly. For instance, if a manipulator tries to guilt trip you, calmly but firmly state that you won't tolerate such behavior. Try not to get emotionally involved. Keep your interactions factual and straightforward. For example, if a manipulator tries to provoke an emotional response, respond with calm and neutral statements, avoiding any emotional entanglement. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist who can offer an objective perspective and support. Sharing your experiences with someone outside the situation can provide clarity and emotional relief. Understanding the tactics used by manipulators can help you recognize and counteract them more effectively. Reading books or articles on manipulation and emotional intelligence can be enlightening and empowering. Learning assertiveness skills can help you communicate your needs and boundaries more effectively. Assertiveness training can empower you to stand up to manipulators without being aggressive or submissive. Keeping a record of your interactions with manipulators can provide concrete evidence of their tactics and help you stay grounded in reality. Documenting instances of gaslighting or emotional blackmail can be particularly useful when seeking support or intervention.
I see.
Being aware of the manipulative tactics used by certain individuals and knowing how to deal with them can protect your mental and emotional well-being. It's essential to maintain your sense of self and not let manipulators control your actions or emotions. Remember, you have the right to protect your boundaries and prioritize your mental health. 2. The negative naysayers. Negative naysayers are individuals who perpetually see the glass as half empty. They thrive on criticism, pessimism, and a dismissive attitude toward new ideas or opportunities. Their negativity can be contagious and draining, potentially hindering your growth, creativity, and success if not properly managed. Recognizing and addressing the influence of negative naysayers in your life is crucial for maintaining a positive mindset and achieving your goals. Negative naysayers always find something to complain about, regardless of the situation. They focus on problems rather than solutions, and rarely acknowledge positive aspects. For instance, if you share good news, they might immediately point out potential downsides or reasons why things might go wrong. These individuals frequently tell you why something won't work or why it's a bad idea. Their discouragement can stem from their own fears and insecurities, which they project onto you. For example, if you express a desire to start a new project or pursue a dream, they might respond with, "That sounds risky," or "I don't think it's a good idea." Negative naysayers rarely show excitement or support for your goals and dreams. Their lack of enthusiasm can dampen your motivation and make you second-guess your aspirations. They might react indifferently to your successes or even undermine your achievements by downplaying their significance.
Wow. But what is the best way to stop these set of people and how to overcome them?
Spend as little time as possible with negative naysayers. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who encourage and uplift you. Reducing your interactions with naysayers can help protect your mental and emotional well-being. Counter their negativity with positive affirmations and a hopeful outlook. Focus on your strengths and successes, and remind yourself of your capabilities and potential. Maintaining a positive mindset can help you stay resilient in the face of negativity. Understand that their negativity is more about them than about you or your ideas. Recognize that their critical and pessimistic attitudes often stem from their own fears, insecurities, and past experiences. By not taking their negativity personally, you can remain confident and focused on your goals. Clearly define and enforce boundaries to protect yourself from their negative influence. For example, if a negative naysayer starts to criticize your plans, you can politely but firmly change the subject or express that you prefer to focus on positive aspects.
I stay with them because I will start feeling lonely, even though I know they are not good for me.
I understand. You need to be strong. Don't be forcing it. when they are not healthy for you. Leave them alone.
Yes, sir.
While it's important to avoid excessive negativity, constructive feedback can be valuable. Learn to distinguish between helpful criticism that can aid your growth and baseless negativity that serves no purpose. Regularly practice gratitude to counterbalance the negativity you encounter. Keeping a gratitude journal or reflecting on positive experiences can help shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right in your life. When interacting with negative naysayers, try to gently steer conversations toward more positive and constructive topics. Encouraging a more optimistic viewpoint can sometimes help shift their perspective, although it's important to recognize that this might not always be effective. By identifying negative naysayers and implementing strategies to manage their influence, you can safeguard your mental and emotional health. Surrounding yourself with positivity and focusing on your goals will help you maintain motivation and resilience in pursuing your dreams. 3. The self-centered individuals. Self-centered individuals are primarily concerned with their own needs and desires. They often lack empathy and show little interest in the well-being of others unless it directly benefits them. Interacting with self-centered people can be challenging and exhausting, as they tend to disregard your feelings and needs, focusing solely on themselves. Centered individuals dominate conversations with their own stories, achievements, and issues, rarely showing genuine interest in your life. They might interrupt you or steer the conversation back to themselves, demonstrating a lack of consideration for your thoughts and experiences. They show little concern for your feelings or struggles, often brushing off your problems or showing indifference. When you share something important or troubling, they might respond with superficial sympathy or quickly change the topic to something that concerns them. Self-centered people expect favors, support, and attention from you but are rarely willing to reciprocate. They might frequently ask for help or expect you to accommodate their needs without offering assistance or consideration in return.
I agree with you, sir. But what is the practical, realistic step to handle this?
Let them know how their behavior affects you. Sometimes, self-centered individuals may not be fully aware of their actions. Use I statements to express your feelings and concerns without sounding accusatory. For example, I feel overlooked when our conversations always focus on your experiences. Ensure that there is a give and take in your interactions. Don't always be the one making sacrifices or catering to their needs. Advocate for mutual respect and support in the relationship by setting expectations for balanced exchanges. Don't hesitate to put your own needs first, especially when dealing with someone who always puts themselves first. It's important to recognize your own value and not let their self-centered behavior diminish your self-worth. Practice self-care and establish boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. Minimize your interactions with self-centered individuals if their behavior becomes too draining or detrimental to your mental health. Surround yourself with people who show genuine care and respect for your feelings and needs.
I think I'm getting it, sir.
Be assertive in expressing your boundaries and needs. If they try to dominate the conversation or demand more from you, firmly but politely redirect the focus or decline their requests. For example, I can't help you with this right now, as I have my own commitments to attend to. Gently encourage self-centered individuals to develop empathy by modeling empathetic behavior yourself. Show interest in their lives, but also prompt them to consider your feelings and perspectives. This might help them become more aware of the importance of mutual respect and empathy in relationships. If dealing with self-centered individuals becomes overwhelming, seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. Talking about your experiences and receiving validation can help you navigate these challenging interactions more effectively.
Yes, sir.
By identifying self-centered individuals and implementing strategies to manage their influence, you can protect your emotional well-being and maintain healthier, more balanced relationships. Prioritizing your needs and fostering mutual respect in your interactions will help you thrive despite the challenges posed by self-centered people. 4. The envious people. Envious individuals feel resentful or jealous of your success, achievements, or happiness. Their envy can manifest in subtle ways, such as passive-aggressive comments, or more overtly, like attempting to sabotage your efforts. It's crucial to recognize this behavior and protect yourself from its negative impact. Envious people might disguise their jealousy with compliments that have a negative undertone. For example, "It's great you got that promotion, even though you probably had some help," implies that your success is undeserved or was achieved through external assistance rather than your own merit. They downplay your successes or attribute them to luck rather than your hard work and dedication. Comments like "you were just in the right place at the right time" can diminish your accomplishments and make you feel undervalued. Envious individuals often try to one-up you constantly, turning everything into a competition. They may boast about their own achievements or try to outshine you in conversations, making interactions feel more like a rivalry than a friendship.
This is serious. Please teach me what to do and how to handle them.
Be cautious about sharing your achievements, plans, and personal details with envious individuals. Keep certain aspects of your life private to avoid giving them ammunition for their jealousy. Focus on sharing your successes with supportive and trustworthy people who will genuinely celebrate your accomplishments. Don't let their envy affect your self-esteem or diminish your sense of achievement. Remain confident in your abilities and the hard work you've put into your successes. Remind yourself that their jealousy is a reflection of their insecurities, not a measure of your worth. If their envy turns toxic or begins to affect your mental and emotional well-being, it might be best to distance yourself from them. Prioritize relationships that uplift and support you rather than those that bring negativity and resentment. Sometimes, responding with kindness and empathy can help neutralize envy. Acknowledge their achievements and offer genuine compliments. This can help reduce the competitive tension and foster a more positive and supportive relationship.
Wow. This is smart.
Clearly establish boundaries to protect yourself from their negative behavior. If they make backhanded compliments or try to undermine you, address it directly and assertively. For example, you might say, "I appreciate your input, but I worked very hard for my promotion, and I'm proud of my achievement." Resist the urge to compare yourself to them or engage in their competitive behavior. Focus on your own journey and celebrate your progress without letting their envy influence your perspective. Surround yourself with a strong support system of friends, family, or mentors who can provide encouragement and validation. Sharing your experiences with empathetic listeners can help you navigate the challenges posed by envious individuals. By identifying envious individuals and implementing strategies to manage their influence, you can protect your emotional well-being and maintain a positive outlook on your achievements. Prioritizing supportive relationships and setting healthy boundaries will help you thrive despite the challenges posed by envy.
Yes, sir.
5. The gossipers.
Gossipers thrive on spreading rumors and confidential information, creating an environment of distrust and instability. Their behavior can cause significant damage to both personal relationships and professional reputations, making it crucial to recognize and manage their influence effectively. Gossipers have a habit of divulging other people's secrets or personal details without their consent. They often start conversations with, "Did you hear about?" or "I probably shouldn't tell you this, but..." They seem to relish in drama and conflict, frequently being the first to spread news about controversies or misunderstandings. Their excitement often spikes when there's negative news to share. Gossipers can be skilled at extracting personal information from others under the guise of friendly conversation. They may ask probing questions to gather more details, to use as fodder for their gossip.
But, how can I handle them with wisdom?
Be vigilant about what personal information you share with potential gossipers. Keep your private matters to yourself and share sensitive information only with trusted individuals who have proven their discretion. Clearly communicate that you do not wish to participate in or hear gossip. You can say something like, "I prefer not to discuss others' personal lives," to steer the conversation away from gossip. If you find yourself the subject of gossip, confront the gossiper calmly and assertively. Express how their behavior affects you and ask them to stop spreading information about you. For example, "I heard that you've been talking about my personal life. I'd appreciate it if you respected my privacy." Encourage a culture of positivity and respect within your social and professional circles. By highlighting the benefits of focusing on positive and constructive topics, you can help reduce the prevalence of gossip.
Yes, great. That is what they deserve.
6. The overly critical people. Overly critical individuals are quick to point out flaws and shortcomings, often offering unsolicited advice or harsh judgments. Their constant criticism can erode self-esteem, create a negative environment, and stifle personal and professional growth. These individuals rarely acknowledge positive aspects and are quick to highlight mistakes and faults. They might say things like, "You could have done this better," or "This isn't good enough." Overly critical people often give advice or opinions without being asked, usually in a condescending manner. Their suggestions often feel more like criticisms than helpful feedback. They may have unrealistic expectations and standards for others, often expecting perfection in every task and being vocal about their dissatisfaction when those expectations are not met. This set of people make me laugh most times. They are just too funny.
I see. It is well. How can I survive with this set of people? Funny people.
Understand that their criticism often reflects their own insecurities or perfectionist tendencies rather than your actual performance. Keep perspective and focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Differentiate between destructive criticism and constructive feedback. Constructive feedback is meant to help you improve and is usually delivered with care and respect. Use it to your advantage if relevant. Politely but firmly set boundaries on how much criticism you are willing to accept. For instance, you might say, "I appreciate your input, but I prefer to focus on positive and constructive feedback." When addressing overly critical comments, respond calmly and assertively. You can acknowledge their concern and share your perspective. For example, "I understand your point, but I believe this approach works well for me." By being aware of these additional types of people and understanding how to deal with them, you can protect your mental and emotional well-being, fostering healthier and more supportive relationships in both your personal and professional life.
Sir, you are so detailed. I have sincerely learned a lot from you today. Now I have peace of mind. I now know what to do.
Oh great. Glory be to God.
Now it is very clear that being wise around these 6 kinds of people, manipulators, negative naysayers, self-centered individuals, and the envious, can help you maintain healthier relationships and protect your mental and emotional health. Recognizing these behaviors early and taking appropriate steps to manage your interactions with such individuals can lead to a more positive and fulfilling life. Stay vigilant and prioritize your well-being as you navigate your relationships.
Exactly. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. God bless you. Also share your experience in the comments section.